So even though we're still in this COVID-19 pandemic and we're trying to get it out, trying to discover vaccines and all of these things, do you know that there's a second pandemic that is actually on the rise? Oh, well, go on, guys. It's a new week, so you know I'm coming to you with a brand new video. I'm the MDC and MDCRX, and for this video, we're going to look at the upcoming or the uprising second pandemic. So I'm not sure if anybody guessed the second pandemic that I'm referring to, but if you didn't, in the light of this entire COVID experience, there's actually been an uprising of mental health issues. So it actually isn't a pandemic, but it's just affecting a lot of people. There's just been more cases of depression, anxiety, mental health issues such as those. So in this video, I'm just going to share the signs and symptoms that you should look out for these health issues and what you can do to kind of alleviate it or to go and seek help. So the mental health issues, as I mentioned earlier, that I'm going to be touching on in this video are depression and anxiety. So for depression, the symptoms can include overeating or not eating enough, or just loss of appetite in general. It can also include being highly irritable. So if you realize that you're getting angry easy, or you're just getting sad easy, your mood changing really quickly, that can also be another sign. Another is loss of motivation. So if you realize that you're not feeling that you're just not in the mood to do a lot of the things that you used to be really good at doing, then that can be a next sign. Another one, which is kind of similar to the previous one, is lack of interest, where you're no longer interested in doing things, especially things that you used to be passionate about and you're just not interested in doing them right now. That is one big sign. And the last one I'm going to touch on for depression is insomnia or sleeping too much. So if you're not sleeping enough or you're sleeping too much, watch out for that as a sign of depression. Now going over to the other side, we're going to look at anxiety. Now the thing with depression and anxiety is a lot of the times you realize that they can actually go hand in hand. A lot of people might think that they're opposites because depression might sound like it's more melancholy and just slow, and anxiety might feel sound like it's more high paced, this and that. Sometimes most times they do go hand in hand. So one sign of anxiety is insomnia. As we said, depression, it can actually lead to insomnia as well. See, it comes hand in hand sometimes, so they do share symptoms. Another point is constantly worrying, just constantly worrying about the future, what's going to happen, where life's going to take you, and so on. And next point is trouble concentrating on tasks. So if you're trying to do a task and you realize you cannot concentrate, you're always going off on a tangent and you're not able to sit and concentrate, that is one other sign. Another sign is feeling tired all the time. So if you're feeling tired all the time, that can actually be a sign of anxiety. And the last sign we're going to look at is gastric or digestive issues. So if you realize you're probably not passing like you used to, and things feeling weird in your tummy as of late and you're not really used to it, along with a lot of these other symptoms, then you should definitely watch out for these, because it is a sign when coupled with these other symptoms. So how is it that you prevent this from happening? Or if you realize that you're having these signs and symptoms but you don't feel like you're all the way there yet, what are some things that you can do to just kind of hold yourself over? Well, in this time, as we've been saying from last year till now, it's important to stay connected, because some people, they don't really leave the house, and being cooped up can kind of start affecting you negatively. So it's important to stay connected, reach out to friends on social media, give somebody a call, or ask somebody if they can talk to you, and do a little video chat conference with your friends or so on, and keep connected so you can have some human interaction, physically distancing but remaining socially connected. Another point is exploring new hobbies. So try and see something that you might be interested in, and probably take it up, and probably do some research and see if maybe this is for you, maybe it might not be. Another good habit that does help some people is journaling. So journaling, when you just write down how you're feeling and things like that, it can actually help some people to get all the negative thoughts out of the brain and put it down on paper. No, pause. This video is not for anyone to be self-diagnosing that, oh, I have depression, oh, I have anxiety. No, this video is just to show you that, there is an increase in mental health issues, and you might be suffering from some of these signs and symptoms. So just, watch out that you don't get past a certain stage, because after a certain stage, when you realize that you've been trying things and they're not working, it's best for you to get professional help. And as it relates to that, if you don't want to go into a therapy office in person, I know some people actually do online therapy sessions. I have a friend, a psychologist friend, his name is Chad Lambert. He does online sessions on Tuesdays and Fridays, I think, yes. And basically he does online sessions on those days. So you can reach out to him and then schedule a session, and any issues that you might be having mentally, you guys can talk it out and see what's the next best step for you. Also, I'm gonna see if I can try and link some profiles that deal with mental health, that give some good mental health tips here and there that you guys can follow, so you can apply some of the tips and try to keep yourself as mentally active and healthy as possible. Alright, so that's been the video here about the second pandemic that's coming up. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you liked it, share it around with your friends and give it a little like. If you have any questions, you can DM me straight, or you can just leave it down in the comments. I always try to get to you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video this week, and I hope to see you next week again.